changed for the better. You don't wanna stay sleeping in my head while you made up your side of the bed. I never said it was forever. You don't need me no more, so you keep on moving on. You'll be okay, and I'll remain. One life, stay the same. Miles away on a different star, counting all the colors painted on my heart. How do I get better? No more you and I in reality. Tried to wipe you out of every fantasy. We can't start again together. You don't need me no more, so you keep on moving on. You'll be okay, and I'll remain. One life, stay the same. Stay the same, stay the same, no.
Calling out my demons, need a face to face. Need the reason why they stolen her from me. Don't know why heaven is so angry, angry with me. We will never know what we're made of. We just needed freedom, freedom. We thought it would be forever, forever. But on my mind just memories, memories. On my heart just promises, promises. Oh baby, now I'm so empty. Oh baby, look at what you left me. Ashes. Music in my speakers is becoming loud. Lyrics on my head, I need to write them down. Don't know why it hurts so much, your memory, you're leaving me. We will never know what we're made of. We just needed freedom, freedom. We thought it would be forever, forever. But on my mind just memories, memories. On my heart just promises,
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And
Hello. Jeez. My video quality looks fucking trash. Alright, so I've been away from the internet quite a while. I've been away from streaming quite a while. And it's because I've been following a case. And it's still there, just hanging, clawing in, hanging out. So it's about a murder case, right? And the whole internet's been going crazy about it for ages. I've been going crazy about it. Everyone's been going crazy about it. The people I follow have been going crazy about it. And I figured I'd probably just show what I've been going crazy about. I'm using Restream. So I'm streaming to YouTube simultaneously with Twitch. I haven't done that before. And really, basically, I can't see anything, but I can't see anything. Nothing's working. I don't know how many people are watching. If you're watching, say hello. If you're not, well, don't. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you've clicked on this because you're sort of wondering, like, what the fuck, Kylie Rodney? Who is she? Why am I wanting to get in on this? I want to work it out myself. Um, so I'm gonna start from the start, like a lot of people are. Like, something we missed somewhere. So let's see if I can. I want to see if I can try and get onto a panel tonight as well. So if I can work that out. Um, I know there's a guy named Dolly. He's looking at it right now as well. So hopefully we can get in on that. Get on a panel and see what's up. So Dolly, full face, other. Ah, so here's the story, right? um, so this is gonna be a whole like timeline of what's going on from the start to finish, right? So it's gonna be a long one. So we'll see how we go. I don't know. I haven't used Restream before, so we'll see how it goes. Right, at the start says, "Where's Kylie Rodney?" A timeline of the Californian 16-year-old disappearance from a campground party. Now, as we know, there's no actual photos or footage or any of that from the party that's actually been seen by anyone in the public. There's been photos from parties like that one, but not that one. There's been zero photos. No one's seen them at all. Uh, so here I don't know when it was published, August 15th. All right, so this is just a random timeline that I found. Um, yeah, we'll get into YouTube stuff later, but it's been more than a week since Kylie Rodney vanished after a party at Tahoe National Park. Is it Tahoe National Park? I'm not entirely sure. I know it was like Prosser Creek Campground or something like that, but anyways. On August 6th, and authorities are still searching for the 16-year-old, and people are asking the public for help. Kylie is 5 feet 7 inches and about 118 pounds. She has blonde hair and hazel eyes. She has a nose ring, several other piercings, as well as a tattoo number 17 on her ribs. Last seen driving a silver 2013 CRV with a California license plate. Yep. A lot of this stuff is not going to matter because they did find her. But as we go on throughout the night, you'll see why it's fucking weird. So, as I said, my chat stuff is not working, so I don't know if you're talking. Nothing's connecting to anything, so I don't know if anyone's watching anything. So, it's unfortunate, but shit happens. But this is what's been taking my focus for like the last month, I guess. I've been just watching and reading and just taking in everything possible. All right. Here's a timeline of the events surrounding her disappearance. Sorry, August 5th, 2022, 6:08 p.m. About 6 hours before she disappeared, Kylie visited a business in Truckee, California. She was wearing green Dickies pants and a black spaghetti strap bodysuit. She was wearing a black grommet belt. That's a weird name for a belt, right? Grommet belt. And black Vans shoes. Authorities released a surveillance image of her the day she vanished. And like the most grainy fucking picture. We're in the 21st century, right? You think they can get a better picture than that? Like, where do they get their fucking, video cameras from fucking China? Well, China makes half the fucking stuff in the world, so surely they can get a better fucking photo than that. I bet. It's cunts like this that take photos of fucking UFOs and shit. Anyways, detectives located surveillance from a local business in Truckee. Blah blah blah. Prior to go missing, Yep. Same thing as what was said up here. 8 p.m. Kylie had graduated early from high school. It turns the summer of a party, an end of summer party near the Prosser family campground, Tahoe National Park. She was driving her silver SUV. It's more like a slightly larger hatchback, but okay. The party soon swelled into a large gathering of nearly 300 people. Now, when they come up to this, it's blows my mind because at the start of the whole story, it started off as all right, 50 people at this party. Okay. Actually, no, it was before that. Before that, it was like a small gathering of a bunch of friends. Then after that, it's 50, and then it went 100, and then it went $1.50, and then it went like 250, and then it went 300, and then at the last I heard, it was like 400 people. I'm like, there is no way, right? Girl goes missing, 400 people, a bunch of them were her friends that were there. How? That's impossible, right? Like to go missing when how many people are fucking around? Like honestly. Anyways, uh, da, 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 da. Yep, 300 people, according to friends. Kylie did consume alcohol, but they did maintain that she would never have driven under the influence. Okay. 11:30 p.m. Kylie texts her mother, Lindsay Rodni. She says that she plans to leave the party in 45 minutes and will come straight home. I told her to be safe and I loved her, and she said, "Okay, Mum, I love you too." Rodney Neiman told ABC News. So that's the girl in question. 12:33. Kylie's phone pings near the campground and then turns off. The last call she is known to make is a call to her family. There is no indication that anything is wrong. So the call didn't go through. That's interesting. That's one that I haven't heard. I just heard that there was a cell phone ping. So like I just thought, oh okay, maybe she's flicked onto Facebook or Instagram something like that, and then the pings went out and it's located sort of the phone, like the area that she was in. But the fact that she was to make a phone call to a family, right? It's interesting. Later that day, yep. Reports are missing. Authorities open a file about a disappearance. August 7th, 2022. Placer County Sheriff's Office establishes a tip line for any information on Kylie's disappearances. What time was it? There's no time on that. So, like, for that to be a thing, right? Last time they heard from her was 11:30. Isn't it like a 24-hour thing, or is that just a TV thing? I don't know. Kylie's phone things near the campground, then turns off like that. Blah 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 blah. Alright, Placer County Sheriff's Office tip line. Any information on Kylie's disappearance? Authorities begin to search for Kylie in her vehicle using ground crews, helicopters, and find no sign of the missing teen. FBI joins the search. Helicopters from California High Patrol in the Placer County Sheriff's Office continue aerial searches for Kylie and her vehicle. Search crews comb Lake Prosser by boats. They didn't know, and you'll find out later. A land-based search party gathers near the shoreline of the lake. They find no clues. Wonder why, and you'll find out later. This is so interesting. According to a release from the Placer County Sheriff's Office, so these are 3 different days. So there's a space between August 7th and August 9th. So that's interesting. So why? Okay, maybe the FBI was doing their investigation and then left or whatever, and then family and friends sort of did that. Uh, According to release from the Place County Sheriff's Office, search has now swelled to 265 personnel from the California Highway Patrol, FBI, Department of Homeland Security, and the Truckee Police Department, sheriff's offices from several counties. 5 days after Kiely's disappearance, authorities have received 300 tips and have expanded more than 4,600 personnel hours in the attempt to find her. Okay, so we've got a little photo of that and all the bullshit. Right, okay, cool. Alright. Authorities held a community meeting to brief citizens about the disappearances. Urge anyone with tips to help contact them. Wait, what? I read that incorrectly. Authorities hold a community meeting to brief citizens about the disappearances and urge anyone with tips to contact them. Okay, cool. I got that right. Sorry. Alcohol does a thing. In the meeting, Nevada County Sheriff's Captain Sam Brown tells everyone to protect any possible evidence they may find. Be really careful, he says. A footprint could become important. A tire track could become important. Authorities collect a bag of evidence from the campground, but do not release information about what they have found. Alright, so that date is the 10th still. Okay, August 13th. Search crews dig at a burial site. Weird. They learned about from a tipster. They only discover the remains of a dog who was recently buried. It was located by a search and rescue ground team. So probably have a dog and stuff like that. Fuck me, my dog is so loud. I'm going to rip that dog's throat out. Jesus Christ. Shut up, dog. Alright, report tells Kiely's family was notified by potential development. Nothing. And then they threw out that, hey, she might have been wearing this. But there was none of that was said in the previous statements. We have developed information that was seen in a video earlier in the evening at the party wearing a white sweatshirt pictured in this photo. See, that's the thing. Like, dude, you got a bunch of teenagers partying, right? They're going to be partying, they're going to be fucking taking photos and videos and doing TikToks and, you know, Instagrams and stuff like that. They are going to, right, take and share all those videos. So how come no one's seen any of them? How's no one seen any of them? Like, have they taken them down and downloaded and like kept that stuff like on lockdown? Like what? It's so weird. The fact that it comes up, oh, there's a video, right? Oh, yeah, in a video earlier in the evening at the party wearing a white sweatshirt pictured in this photo. It's unclear whether Kiely was wearing a sweatshirt when she was last seen, but yeah, okay, so whatever. August 14th. Authorities uncover a video that... See, these authorities are really fucking good because even the whole internet sleuths couldn't even fucking find this video. Ugh. Alright. So, that's a really terrible timeline. Really, really terrible timeline. But we can go into another direction. Oh, God.
Awesome.
Alright, so let's go look at the timeline. Um, what? So I'm just trying to find some information. Maybe I should see if I can try and get onto a panel. Hmm. See if I can try and get onto a panel. Oh, two watching me. Okay. Hello. I am alive, my friend. I am alive. How you doing? What are you up to, man? I've been sort of going crazy for the last month, following a murder case. Well, what I think is a murder case. If you're watching right now, sub to my YouTube channel and and follow me on Twitch. Appreciate it. Yes, a murder case. You haven't heard of Kiely Rodni? Come on, Chaz. Tell me you've heard of the whole Kiely Rodni thing, right? Had to have, right? Kiely Rodni. So this girl here, Adventure. I don't know if I can watch it. Oh, I'm sure I can. Yeah, that's right. It's promotion. So, so there's this girl. She's 16 years old. She goes missing. She's at a party with some friends, and then yeah, vanishes. Right, it's about a month ago, and so what happens is, um, there's a massive search, and the internet community is going crazy. The the Elsa the Elsa timeline is what I'm looking for. Bob Fisher. Okay. See if I can. Where is that? It is a really. Is that? Do I just Google that, Bob? Does that mean like I found it ages ago? Um, fuck, I don't even remember how to fucking spell it. Oh fuck! God damn it! Haps. Zavgirl. It's Zavgirl. I know Zavgirl. Oh, let's go back. Does she have it? Is she on right now? She live? No, she was live earlier. When was she live? 8 hours ago. There's a lot of stuff I'm missing because I I wasn't really following today. I was kind of playing catch up in one of many. Okay, Zavgirl. I don't even know where to look at the start. Where do I look? Where's the timeline? Help me out here, Bob. Come on, Bob, you got this. Where's the timeline? I can't find it. Who the fuck is Bob? Bob's from YouTube. It's motherfucking Bob and Silent J. Stuff I know too many of them. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of timelines. I'm restreaming, bro. Restream. So I'm streaming to YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. Word. You mean you lost? Do you want me to catch you up? Let's just go. Look. Anyways, all right. So girl goes missing, right? And everyone thinks half of the world thinks that it's just an accident, and the other half thinks it's fucking murder. The reason being is everyone around her is acting sus. Her mum hasn't cried. Her dad is probably the only one that I've actually seen shed a tear and actually be like angered and like show emotion. Grandpa, nah. Mum, nah. Friends, nah. But like for girls, especially like 16, 17, 18, 19, maybe even 20-year-old girls, for them to not show emotion when their friend's gone missing or even died, that's a fucking red flag, right? When they don't show emotion in any form of way, like, and they're like super fucking really strong, all of them, like mentally, really? Are you kidding me? They're shooting for attention, man. They're gonna cry. They're gonna fucking wallow. They're gonna do all of that. Doesn't make sense. But anyways, this girl, yep, there was like a 3-week search. She was ended up found by Adventures with Purpose. Here, I'm about to play the video. Hopefully, I can play it and not get copyright striked or whatever. But she ended up getting found by them. And the thing that was sus is that she was in a Honda CRV, right? Honda CRV? Yeah, Honda CRV. And you've been in one of those, I'm sure, right? Ches. No, being serious here, Ches. God damn it. So, anyways, the sus thing about the whole fucking situation is that she is in the back, the cargo area, so the boot. She's in there, and people think that there was a strap, like a seatbelt strap, that was pulled over her, and then the boot was closed on the seatbelt strap so it wouldn't move. And then there was also a guy that had found, that got called to the area a day after the party to service a Honda CRV. And there was a guy and a girl standing at either side of the car, acting really fucking weird and suspicious and this and that. But you'll work it all out. It's literally all in this video, and then we can talk about it. So,
confirming
specialty search and rescue.
The Nevada County Sheriff Coroner.
the search for Kiely began.
She had a guy with her. She was asking me really weird questions, like in this.
you'll be honest. What? Be honest.
An autopsy confirming
Specialty search and rescue.
I'm going
The
crazy.
Nevada County
I
Sheriff
need a
Coroner.
fucking-
the search for Kiely began.
She had a guy with her. She was asking me really weird questions, like in the sense of how do you put on your seatbelt?
Now we know we probably have it tied to Boca. This drop is a big drop.
A mother is missing her 16-year-old daughter. We need to find her and bring answers to this family.
Second, what's going on here?
We need to go get suited up.
Tonight, the weeks-long search for missing teenager Kiely Rodni ended just yards from where it began.
Call the authorities.
God damn it. Yes, Chaz, I thought I would do something because this is what's got my brain just going. So usually I would play video games or something like that. But the last fucking like month, I've been doing this. Been watching and watching and watching other people watching. And it's sending me crazy. And I want to work it out for myself. And I want people to help me work out for myself. I want to find out who murdered this girl, right? So we're going to watch this, and then we're going to go through some other things. If you've got some stuff that you want to throw in, write down in the chat, comment. Subscribe, follow. Dolly.
Kiely Rodni was last seen August 6, 2022. She was driving a silver 2013 Honda CRV, license plate number 8, Yankee Uniform Romeo 127.
16-year-old Kiely Rodni was last seen at a 300-person end of summer high school party.
When we get up to the spot where it comes to the guy, the AAA guy that shows up in a van, when it comes to that, I'm going to stop it and I'm going to talk to you about a theory that I have, which I think is actually very plausible, but we'll see.
Party in the Tahoe National Forest that stretched from Friday night into the early morning hours of Saturday. Authorities have conducted search efforts since then, including dive teams that entered Prosser Creek Reservoir on Wednesday, looking near the shoreline for signs of Rodni or her vehicle, but they found no clues to lead them to Rodni's whereabouts. Police said she last spoke with her friends and family shortly after midnight on August 6th, and her phone was turned off around 12:33 a.m. Law enforcement has expressed frustration at the lack of viable tips, and that few of the 200 to 300 people at the party are coming forward with information. So we just got out of Best Buy after picking up some supplies here in Reno, Nevada. We're on our way to work the Kiely Rodni case just down the street in Truckee, California. And Nick, a longtime supporter, fan of ours, appreciate you for coming up to us, possibly has some information in regards to the Kiely Rodni case. So why don't you explain a little bit about what you may have run into?
So my name is Nick. I work at an emergency roadside assistance program. I got a call up in Truckee, Boca, for a battery call. So pretty much that means that the vehicle can't start. So I went en route up there, found the vehicle. At the time, I didn't realize that this was a situation until later on, but...
Let me stop you right there. Yeah. You said you went to Boca.
Yes, sir.
So over near Boca Lake?
Yes, sir.
So not Prosser Lake, Prosser Creek Lake?
It's right by Prosser Creek.
Yeah, so just north. So you went to Boca.
At first, when I went there, I realized after my test that everything was working great on the vehicle. At that point in time, I did notice that she was very hesitant and very skeptical on everything that was going on. She was asking me really weird questions, in the sense of, how do you put on your seatbelt correctly, and okay, and she asked me to show her on how to connect it to her actual belt. After that, she was stating on how she was there all night and she couldn't get her vehicle started due to the fact that now we both realized it was in neutral. She was wearing a sweatshirt, so it looked like she has been there for quite a while.
What color was the sweatshirt?
It was a gray sweatshirt.
Gray sweatshirt. Was it
Now, my theory on this, right? My theory. So the other day on Zav Girl's podcast show, on her live anyways, the other day she had SF Investigates, right? And he said something about that Kiely was seen at a truck stop where she had purchased 2 gallons of gas. Okay, cool. I get it. 16 years old, don't have a lot of money, pretty strapped for cash. You gotta ask your parents for, whatever. All right, that's cool. That's not a lot of fuel. And if she had enough of fuel, sort of get there and back sort of home or to the next place that she was going, that's great. Right, so she is at a party, right? She leaves the gas station She's at a party, right? Her car is being used for alcohol, so it's a bar, right? It's being used to charge phones, right? And you're at a party, so what do? You listen to music. You got music going as well, right? You got music going, you got the lights on. You're gonna run that car to charge the batteries. It's fucking only logical thing to do, right? So, what if, right? What if the next day, after she'd been murdered or whatever the fuck, but we don't know, but what if she'd been murdered and that, 12:33, like her phone died or whatever the fuck, she's murdered, she's in the back of the car. Well, Jagger and Kate, the two people, they went to go get rid of the body near to where they were supposed to be camping at that next day, and they didn't quite get there because they ran out of juice. All right. Now, they kept on trying to start the car or something like that, but they had run out of juice. They ended up finding like some campers with a couple, a jerry can of, gas or something like that, filled the car back up, but her, what's name was notified. The AAA was like sort of notified, and they got sent there, or something like that. Because so there was a phone call made or something like that. That phone couldn't be contacted and this and that. I don't know. That link has the timeline. What link? What link? I didn't get a link. Did you post one? But yeah, that's sort of like the underlying theory that I've got. Like, they didn't get a flat battery. They didn't not put it in neutral. It was a gas problem. Like, it was gasoline. Like, they ran out of gas. But they had found someone, and then they had to make up some bullshit story when the AAA guy got there. Right? That whole situation is the only logical situation. When you hear about, 2 gallons of gas, I mean, it's not a lot at all. Right? Right? Anyways, let's continue. I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to the bathroom, so...
Was it dark gray or light gray?
It was light gray.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, there was a guy there that was with her at time being. He was wearing a black San Francisco flat top ball cap facing forwards. Brown hair that's sticking out just a little bit on the sides. It was kind of like they were both kind of at unease is what it looked like for me, like as if either they had a crazy night or a crazy day or there's something going on I couldn't know, and at the time I didn't realize what was going on. But other than that, he was a thinner built guy is the best way I could put it, with a bro tank, and it was a white bro tank. He had some freckles on his face, or maybe it was acne or whatnot, but it was on both sides of his face. He was also a little bit shorter than me, so I'm 6'3".
In hindsight, you're realizing all of this. When do you think that this took place? Was it before, during the day, after she disappeared?
To be honest with you, it's either right after she disappeared or right before she disappeared.
Okay.
But it was around noonish, 11 o'clock in the morning when I got out to her. During that period of time, after the period, I told her that I was going to leave and I hope you have a great day. Vehicle, I told her to keep it running for a couple of hours to obviously make sure everything's working good on the vehicle, charging system wise. At that point in time, then I left.
Here's the other fucking thing. The battery was good, right? Didn't really need a jump start or anything like that. The battery was good. Why would they need to run the car for 2 hours if the battery's fine? How does that fucking make any sense? Anyone that has any form of mechanical knowledge knows that even if your battery does go flat, go for a couple drives around the block and it's good. It's charged, You don't have to fucking run it for 2 hours. That's another weird thing. I'm pretty sure that's what he said anyways.
And then a week later is when I saw at a coffee shop that she was gone.
You saw this on a flyer or something?
Yeah, but then everything spiraled out of control, and I got in contact with the detective and tried to do everything I could, and yeah, and then I saw you guys.
Now we know we probably have a tie to Boca, which was already on my radar. Do you know who placed the call to your roadside company?
So I can't get details. Calls don't go through me; they go through
dispatch. So you don't have.
Nothing makes sense. Nah, dude. No way. Nah, none of it does make sense. Absolutely none of it. Like, I've been trying to wrap my head around, all right, what about these other YouTubers that sort of seem connected to the whole situation? And you've got SF Investigates, deletes his whole channel. Why? Right? And Zanime, like, she goes through and like edits everything, like, parts of a video, which I'll show you after this. Oh, actually, no, I'll show you now. No, I'll show you after this. I'm sure you've seen the video, Bob, because I think I've seen you. Did I see you in a Dolly video, or I seen you in comment section on? Yeah, it might even be. It might have even been Zavgirl's like stream. I would say so. Hey, if you can do us a solid, like maybe sub, just follow, whatever.
So when you were digitally dispatched,
Wait. You know when Sam said no, they did not find. You know when Sam said no, they did not find her when AWP found Kiely? Yeah, I know that. That's also weird. But how weird was Sam? Like, at both, like, the memorial service and then when the whole thing started, it was like, okay, so what? You're the weirdest part. There's a search, okay? There's a search. Everyone's gathering together. Okay, cool. She comes out and goes, "Hello, everybody. We don't want the police around here. We're all going to search for my friend. Anyone that has any information, come see me. Do not see the police." Right? Jaeger comes along and says, "Hey, anyone has any information, come see me. I'm in contact with the feds. Any information will be filtered by me before reaching the feds." That's not how an investigation is fucking made. Right? Well, let's get a bunch of teenagers to do our job. Make life so much easier, right? No! That is not a thing. It doesn't work like that. Wait, deleted? What was deleted? She thought they were at Boca? Oh, she thought... Right. She thought that they found the body at Boca. That's funny. Shit. Ooh, that's great. That's very good observation. So you've been following it like crazy too, huh? How long have you been following it? Like the whole situation.
did you call them to say you were coming, or you just showed up?
I did call and nothing went through. It went straight to voicemail. Yeah.
Do you know if she had a phone on her at the time?
She did state that her phone was dead,
and
so she used whatever guy, whoever this was, she used his phone. So that's how she did get in contact.
And what was, you mentioned like she was asking funny questions and acting weird.
Granted,
how'd you come across it? How'd you come across the whole Kiely Rodni case? Like, how'd it pop up on your feed? Like, was it did you find like Zav girl and be like, oh yeah, okay, or were you like a follower of it was AWP? Oh, okay, all right, right. Okay, cool. It's still just blows my mind, this whole thing. So I was like, was it when AWP released the video? No, no, it was when it must have been when they said that they were going.
I at the time I didn't realize again that
Yeah. I mean, I've been in the towing industry my whole life, so you see a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of weird stuff, and it's actually pretty normal. You know, so I can see why at the time it's just a normal call.
She kept on going over that, like how do you like, you know, secure your seatbelt that like firmly,
crazy,
and, like, do it correctly.
It just doesn't make sense.
And she was asking this, was the guy that she was with right there too?
He was on the opposite side of the car,
so he could hear the conversation as well?
Every single time the guy would come over to us, she would go on to the other side, and it was just like a back and forth, like a tag team, better to say. Like one person would come over, she wouldn't stay near him, and then it would go vice versa. Or if we were at the front of the car going about the battery and talking about the battery,
yeah, I can hear you. Do you want to jump on? You'll have to go into my Discord, so I'll pop a link in. I'll pop a Discord link in. We can stop this for the moment. I'll bring up my Discord, and have you got Discord, or do I have to do like a StreamYard thing? I don't have StreamYard, so I've never used it, so I can do that. But what would you like? You'll just write it in chat, okay? Okay, I'm straight with that. Yeah, let's do that. So, what's your theory, Bob? Motherfucking Bob and Silent J. I don't know. That Eminem is just every time I hear Bob, I just hear that. Cult related. I heard something like that, but I'm pretty. It was like it was a sacrifice or something, right? But I kind of threw that sort of out very, very early. But I mean, I'll take your theory. Come on, see what you got. just there's no story. It was just correlated, or do you have a backstory on that, or? These people are all in Buddha. I worked with a Taiwanese fella, and he, I guess he was into that stuff. That doesn't seem. I don't think they sacrifice people in that religion at all. Seems a bit weird. You're talking about Zanime. Oh, dude, let's bring up Zanime. Black magic? Really? Wow. How do you spell Zanime? Oh. Who's... Is that what it is? Zanime. This bitch. Which watches so retarded, and it, like really incredibly retarded. The fact that, right, she had, and no joke, she had, what was it, 15 followers, right, when this whole case started. And then she goes on to a couple of lives with fucking All American Dream Chaser and ends up with 2.45 thousand. 2.45K like followers. Like, how? This is her, right? It is her. Okay, so I think it is still on this video, but 3 weeks ago, right? Prosser Creek Reservoir.
Australia.
Oh, dude, hang on. Dude, she's edited this video. Like, she changed the name and everything like that.
We've all been there. Your rage ends today.
God damn it, I ran
Superloop
about
Home
that.
Broadband gets you the high performance internet you need. Super fast NBN.
So this bitch is going to the area location of said building, but wait, what? Alright, she's launching into the water by the looks of things. Because in the original one, she gets to the water and she's like, oh, there she is. And you're like, what? And she's like, oh, there she is. And there's like a video of her walking up a trail with her phone, and you can see her, like, she pulls it up, and there's like a ping. And the ping is, there's a pin. And the pin is like where the ping was. And then you can see her like point up to where her body was found later on, which was incredibly weird.
We're on the water.
For someone that hasn't really
Good boy.
done any YouTube videos, and you can tell if you look back at a
Hi,
YouTube
Blosser.
channel, there's
Here
no
it comes.
videos, no YouTube
All right, you want to go this direction?
and she's doing a really good job of editing. Right? So that's also another weird one. Like, unless you've had like previous history in it, like I have. I believe, yeah, no, she's definitely not gonna edit videos. Ain't no way. But yeah, this shit's all just weird. She's swimming around. Where does she say? Yeah, there she is.
We gotta make sure you're strapped in.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, bitch. Alright, come on. Where's? Oh, here we go. Alright,
Come on.
see if we can get to it. Alright. Come on, Zanime. Hurry up and pull that fucking phone up.
It's a steep hill. Whew.
Okay, she pulls her phone up. This is where I gotta like bring it up and make it fucking as many K as I can. It's only 720p. What sort of fucking ancient bullshit are you fucking recording on? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Right. So you can see. Where is it? Where is it? Come on, bitch. Pull the fucking phone back up again. Oh, fuck. You know what? I do not like chihuahuas. I'm sorry, but I do not like chihuahuas. And I believe that's what that thing is. Tibetan tradition is in Buddhism. That is the tantric tradition in Ukraine. They are black magic and sacrifice animals and eat human. Mum had Buddha at the Kiely function. That the connection. Interesting. Send me a link to that video of the function, the memorial. Actually, I don't know. Oh, yeah, you can put in links in the chat, I'm sure. It's a YouTube link. Oh, hang on.
Alright, come on. Alright, guys.
Alright, so this is where she started. So this is where her car is. And this is where she is currently, right? And Kylie's body was found up here, right? This is what's weird about this bitch. Now watch.
This is where I'm at. Here.
Point straight to it. Look. Oh, go on. Go back like fucking literally there. Right. This bitch points straight to it.
This is where I'm at. Here. Ooh. We need to work out more.
How do you explain that? How do you
explain
that?
It's a steep hill.
At all. You can't, can you? Fucking weird, right?
Okay.
Yeah, campground. Yeah, shut the fuck up. Stop. For someone in the armed forces, surely does fucking huff and puff up a fucking small hill, right? God damn. Man, there'd be some nice bass in that water, wouldn't there? Always wanted to go to America and fish for bass, hey? I reckon that'd be great. Oh, fuck me. What are you doing, you wombat? Yep. I don't think there's much else in this video apart from walking around, pretending. Oh, wait. It might be at the end of it.
So we're still heading down this direction. Oh boy. Okay, so this was the fork where I came from. Went this direction. And now we came from back here.
Bro, I don't know, hey. They did find a dead dog, just saying. I was told they did black magic at their family lodge. This is why I think they call it the sanctuary. It all fits. Truckee, a weird place, I was told. Look, dude, I don't know. I mean, it's not unheard of, right? I mean, think about it. What do we got? We've got, these bitches got a PayPal. So, podcast. What's this podcast? 21st century female. What podcast? There is no podcast. Bro, this is the fakest fucking crap ever. Okay, we've got Pinterest, Instagram, for Sophia. Let's see what this bullshit is.
Welcome to the 21st Century Female.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
I'm Benny.
And I'm Anna.
And together we're
Banana.
So today I'm going to be talking to Anna about her adventures over to Europe and rescuing her cousin from Ukraine. So this all started back on February.
What the fuck? Banana? The fuck is this bitch? Oh, what else is what fucking other crap has this bitch got? She has a PayPal. What's the PayPal? I'm not gonna pay her anything, but what's her PayPal? This Crafty Place LLC. Crafty? For fucking what? There's a website. What else is there? Dude, my computer's probably gonna fucking crash. What the fuck, dude? What are all these weird ass fucking websites? Get started, sign up. GoDaddy.com. She's literally early, like fucking, I don't know, 15, 20 days ago. This was like literally maybe 30 subscribers. What in the fuck? This is so odd, man. This is so odd. I don't understand it at all. Anyways, I'm going to go back to this guy.
He was always on one side, she was on another. They were never close to each other.
She was uncomfortable. Right. Yeah. Because, that.
Wait, nothing else makes sense. Would you hug a teen knowing they caused your kid's death? It makes no sense. Hence, I think it's cult related. Mum hates AWP for finding her. That is just wrong. Oh, dude. Hang on a second. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll continuously play it though.
That screams awkwardness and someone being uncomfortable. And when in that scenario, if he was there with her, he should have been right next to her. If not, dealing with you the entire time and not her. Did she seem high or intoxicated or?
I thought that maybe she was either hungover or just had a really rough day. She looked distressed.
Can you show me on the map where you saw her?
Absolutely.
All right, so we're here in Reno. Let's go down to Truckee. There's Prosser, there's Boca. Yep. Just drop a pin on the road exactly where you saw her.
Well, we're at the right place, right? Boca, you come in, you follow this road down. I think that is the turnout right there. Yeah, this is it. And so right there, how she was coming out this way,
so
and
her front end was facing 894. Yeah. All right. And did you leave before her, or did she leave before you?
I left before her.
Was there anybody else around?
There was people far back here, yes, but not near her, no.
Did you notice anything in particular in her car at all?
I mean, besides perfume bottles and yeah, actually there was a perfume bottle that was in the center console, and that was all that I recall, to be honest.
Did she have anything on her keys at all?
I don't remember.
Did you say that you guys have cameras that could possibly get some sort of facial recognition on?
Yeah, so we do indeed. We have cameras facing front and rear of our vehicles, as well as that we do have audio, so we can pick up audio from inside and outside of the truck. So we did have that, and I'm guaranteed, I mean, my vehicle is facing directly towards hers, so, and that's how I normally do it for my protection.
What's the window you're giving us of when this happened?
Either Friday.
Yeah. Holt related. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know about the area, the region. What stuff that's I've heard it a couple times. I haven't heard people get full into it, you know? So I don't know, man. Honestly, don't know. Maybe.
Saturday or Sunday, I believe. Because the weekends I usually cover Truckee, so, and that Friday I also worked in Truckee, so yeah.
If you were to make a bet on what day it was, what would you say?
I mean, when I was looking back under my GPS, under my phone and where I've been, I was there both Saturday and Sunday, farther into Boca.
Everything you just heard unfolded right here where I'm standing. Talking about where Nick described him parking his service van. When he pulled up to give the battery service to Kiely, he parked his van right here, facing that direction. Her vehicle was parked right over here, facing 894, that way. We're going outside of what we would normally do because we're normally working cold cases that have hardly had any resources whatsoever applied to them. This case has had over 10,000 man hours over the last 2 weeks placed in at Prosser. I'm confident in what has been done at Prosser. It doesn't mean I'm not gonna check it, it just means that I'm not gonna start there. We're gonna make the most of our time by starting where we know not that much work was put into. I'm a firm believer in second chances. However, some things don't deserve forgiveness. Maliciousness does not deserve forgiveness. Cold-blooded, cold-heartedness, taking the life of a 16-year-old deserves zero forgiveness. I have set a radius of 10 miles around Prosser Creek Reservoir. We're going to work hard to clear Stampede, Independence, Boca, and Prosser Creek, all within that 10-mile range.
Yeah, tomorrow marks 2 weeks since the Truckee teenager disappeared after attending a party at a campground. We are learning tonight that a new group of volunteers are coming from out of state to help find her.
Everybody just wants the same outcome. It doesn't matter who finds her.
40 to 50 feet offshore. You could easily conceal a vehicle right in here.
Doug Bishop and his team is ready to join the search for missing Truckee teenager Kiely Rodni.
We all have one goal. We all just want to find Kiely. I've just located in the corner of this cove here a target that I cannot identify. We're also talking about a vehicle that is not going to come up the way a vehicle would if it had been under here for 10 years. Based on the height, it's not anything. However, I just want to make sure. The reason that this is suspicious is because you could dump a car down that hill back here in this corner, in this little cove, and no one will see it.
The team coming in just days after authorities announcing they are scaling back the search for Kiely.
We've had over like 9,000 man hours into searching, which is pretty astronomical. Our biggest problem is where do we go and how do we keep sustaining this?
They just want help. They don't care how it gets done, they just want it done. Hey, Nick.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was just doing a test to see if a vehicle did go down in here, if they had cell service to call somebody, because we're not far from where she had to call because of the apparently couldn't start the vehicle.
Right.
So, okay, just testing.
All right, buddy.
All right, bye.
So we've cleared the area behind the campground that was just behind where Nick serviced her car, allegedly, the day after she went missing. And we're now coming up along 894 as it heads north up towards Stampede Reservoir. There's a guardrail right there.
However, if a vehicle went off this, you would have evidence of it. Unfortunately, we didn't find anything, but at least we can say we cleared it, and she is not in this lake, or at least her vehicle isn't.
I hope it's an accident, because accidents happen, as tragic as it would be regardless if she's no longer with us. An accident is better than somebody maliciously doing something horrible to her. I mean, you could just imagine the way that would happen in your last moments, knowing that someone is taking your life, versus I'm in an accident and it's quick and it's just different. It's a lot different, and I hope that if that's how this has ended, it's an accident versus at the hand of somebody else.
What would you want to say to Kiely tonight?
I love her so much. So many people love you. And we're all looking, and we're trying so hard, and I'm so sorry we haven't found you yet, but we're not giving up, and just hang in there, sweetie. This will find you soon and bring you home.
That's the first time I ever seen her cry.
Search for a missing 16-year-old California girl who vanished after a campground party. Police are treating this as a possible abduction.
Investigators believe someone knows something. They're asking anyone with information to come forward.
When you miss a loved one or a friend or a community member and you don't know, that's a nightmare. But I don't want to find her. I want to be able to clear all this water and be able to tell the family, she's not here. She's not here.
That was, I think, the area of interest, but it looks like there's no way you could get a vehicle in there.
So we're here at one of the ponds behind the shopping center, and as we can tell, there's not hardly any access whatsoever for a vehicle, plus it is extremely shallow. We're here, the ground is a lot harder, so the tire tracks are a lot harder to see. However, we can see tire tracks clear as day. You got a tire track right here. Look at this. See that? Those are tire tracks. We also have, equipment there, trucks during the day, probably workers. But whether or not we can see tire tracks, it doesn't matter. Because I can see out at least more than 100 feet. You can clearly see the growth. And the growth, the pattern in the growth, the vegetation, nothing's been changed. If a car would go in, there'd be a path, and a car's not gonna go that far out right here. There's no path, there's nothing cut. You could launch a car off here though. It's just, you're not gonna hide it right there.
So I've seen this before, and
Saturday, August 20th, we're at Donner Lake, Truckee, California. We can see a lot of visibility. I can see the bottom.
I don't think she jumped out of a moving car. Maybe she got into a scuff. But there's no way that bitch would jump out of a car. She's supposed to be like military and stuff. She's supposed to be this and that and everything else. Dude, I don't see that. I don't see that at all. I reckon she's got some stolen valor somewhere. That bitch. Zanime. I mean, if there's proof of it, show me. But I don't think she's no, I don't think she's got don't think she was in the military. Apparently she was. I don't believe it. But at the same time, I don't think she jumped out of a car. I think she probably got into a bit of a scuffle, or maybe she did just fall down a hill trying to track down this car.
I still can see the bottom. Wow. We can't see it on drone. So right here where it stops, it drops off significantly. So if it were to come in here, it's gonna make it, this drop is a big drop. So it's gonna keep, if it went in here, it's gonna keep going. We're not gonna be able to see it.
Although the team could not say specifically what brought them out here to Donner Lake, they are concentrating on the boat launch and the area surrounding it.
Four feet, 5 feet, 10 feet, 16, 17, 19, 22 feet, 26, 30, 42 feet, 50 feet. Wow.
It gets deep quick.
It does get very deep. 75 feet, 80 feet already. 93 feet, 105 feet. I'm gonna change my scanning to 100 feet either way to compensate for the depth. 117 feet deep right here. 142 feet. Do some vertical in and out patterns.
Sure.
117 feet deep right here. 142 feet.
Oh, dude, the editors need to do some more
41
work, man.
feet.
Did you see that?
So if we are considering foul play, would you do this right across the street from the fire department?
In a panic scenario, and you only know the areas that you're familiar with, you don't know. People do weird stuff when they're in a panic.
Looking for our fresh cars. It's really hard to see. That's why I'm just being very...
Right, I gotcha.
What are they going to do? They're inside. They're not. given the current time, there's probably a bunch of fucking fires in California, so they're probably not going to be there. They're going to be fighting fires.
What is that? Huh. Rocks? How's it still under there? Must just be rocks. A layer of them or something?
I don't think it will roll that far, man.
Especially because there were rocks. I know that there'd be air in it and it would come up, but...
It just depends on how buoyant it was.
There's no way. Once it gets, it's not 50 yards maximum. Go one more time over by that corner. Yeah, there's a little spot at the end they could have gone off. See that doesn't have a curb? If you look over here, you can see there's no guardrail or anything on this road. So we're just gonna scan the whole lake right here, make sure it's clear, because a vehicle could easily, whether it's accident or on purpose, go off the road into the lake. It drops off pretty steep. We're at 31 feet out here, so that's why we're gonna clear it. Lake's clear. It's super shallow around the edges, other than right here, but you can see the bottom for almost 150 feet off the shoreline. And there was only a few places where a car could even make it in there. We went even above and beyond that, so I'm 100% confident that the vehicle is not in this lake.
We have now cleared 5 miles of shoreline on all 3 boat ramps here on Donner Lake.
And you know, we still have questions and not a ton of answers. So maybe one of you, I know somebody out there has answers. If you or somebody you know thinks you might know something that happened that day or that night, you need to come forward. You need to step up, call the authorities, talk to somebody, and get the information out there. There's a 16-year-old daughter missing. A mother is missing her 16-year-old daughter. We need to find her and bring answers to this family.
The team specializing in cracking cold cases free of...
Why do you think they left that in there? Everyone knew. Why would they leave that in there? Is it the suspense? People that don't know about it and watch it all the way through?
Charge, and they came from miles away to help solve...
I mean, the other thing there is too, like, when they find someone, they put it at the intro of the videos. And they put Kiely Rodni. And this is a video about Kiely Rodni. So it's like, well...
Her mysterious disappearance, now 2 weeks after she went missing.
Day 2 in our search for Kiely Rodni. We're beginning right here at Ground Zero, Prosser Family Recreation Site, where Kiely, 16-year-old Kiely, disappeared from, according to law enforcement, this was her last known location. Yesterday, we based our search off of a tip that we deemed credible. We took that, we dissected it, and determined that we should start in a different area. Those areas were within our 10-mile radius. We were able to rule them out, and that's what brings us back to square one here at Prosser Family Campground.
Kiely and her family are from the local area here in Truckee, California. And everywhere we have gone along this search, we have seen these posters absolutely everywhere. It's great to see a community come together in support for this family in need. And it's also because of a community like you that we are able to do what we do. So please, if you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, share, and watch these videos. We really appreciate everything you do for us.
Yeah, thank you so much. Of course, a lot of questions, as you did mention there, and a big one is this dive team was able to find her. They went out there this weekend, found her pretty quickly, while investigators searched that area and haven't found her. Have they responded to say, I guess, why that is?
Pushes out. Time is 10:41. We are now on Prosser Creek Reservoir. This is, according to law enforcement, Kiely's last known location.
I think they were going to release that episode first, but they had their hands tied by law enforcement, so they did both at one time when the cops gave them the green light to air it. Well, there's still 2 more videos to this that they've got, which will be interesting. It will be interesting because apparently there's a shitload of information, but it's like, all right, well, fuck, put it out there on the internet. If there's information and a theory and a fucking solid one, put it out there on the internet. I don't know what they're waiting for, but dude, shit, if you're watching it right now, like, hit them up, tell them to fucking release that information, because these internet sleuths are fucking gonna go crazy, and they're gonna make something happen with it. They're gonna find out what exactly happened. They've got some solid fucking information apparently, and footage as well. I think they've got something from old mate with the AAA truck, and I reckon they got a little bit more information about a couple of people that might be involved. Maybe SF investigates. Maybe.
So we're looking for a silver vehicle. Her Honda CR-V is silver in color. Helicopters have stated that they could see the bottom of this reservoir. We've had multiple different extreme levels of sonar utilized by different sonar teams in this reservoir. I'm confident in what they've done. However, and not to sound cocky, but if we haven't searched it, it hasn't been searched. That's our motto, so that we stay efficient and protect the integrity of everything we do as we're working for families and law enforcement. So I'm theorizing that the bottom of this reservoir is a similar color to silver. Could it have not been seen? Absolutely. Could the car be in here? According to law enforcement, like I said, we are at her last known location. They said her cell phone stopped pinging right here at 12:33 a.m. on August 6th. Today we're going to be putting myself and Nick 2 boats in. For one, it's going to be great training for Nick. As you guys know, we're training Nick to be a team lead for our second team. So not only is 2 boats better than 1, but we're also utilizing my ability to put Nick out in front of me so I can see what he's seeing, see what he misses, see if he catches anything, and so forth. Great training opportunity. And speaking with the Placer County Sheriff's Department, they did advise me that it got down to about 55 feet deep, and right now we are at 45 feet, reading on live scope. Real consistent 45 feet here. This just got sent to me. I cannot name who did, but it says, the Truckee Facebook missing persons groups are on fire with speculation about what happened to Kiely. Thing is that some of it may not be speculation. It may be real clues as to what happened. The party, 200 plus, fact is there was a lot of drinking and drugging. Reported fights, some disturbing behavior between Kiely and a girl named minutes before the party suddenly breaking up. And then cars started flying out of the park.
Was that the fight between Sammy and her? Because that's what I heard. I thought it was a fight between Sammy and her. And then Sammy kept on saying, oh, there was playful fights, you know what I'm saying?
Parking lot. Something bad happened and all the kids' parents told them not to get involved. You may want to keep in mind that there's a possibility of what happened to Kiely could be more sinister, and there was a panic. I knew, you know, I feel the same way. A kid goes missing after attending a party of 200 to 300 people. There's always, most likely, something that happened at that party. Someone knows something. Someone possibly did something. It's an accurate and fair assessment to make. Not only one person knows, but multiple people know. This boat ramp over here is in our target area as well. This entire reservoir, but we have another boat ramp right here. And you can see the cars, how they pull down right to the water all the way over here. So if something bad happens, you could put a car in here anywhere. We are on the side where the party was here at the campground. So if we're gonna find the vehicle, I would fully expect to find it right where we are right now. Really shallow, man. It's only 2 feet.
Hey, does this lake get pretty dry at the end of the summer?
This will probably be the driest it's been in a long time.
Really? Okay. Oh, there's something weird. Let me see the camera. We'll go by it a couple.
They drain this lake into Lake Tahoe every year. So what does he mean? It's the lowest it's been in quite some time. They do it every year when Lake Tahoe gets low.
A couple times there's something creating a big shadow right there. So we're gonna go, it's right off this point. If they scanned it, how would they miss that? So I'm assuming it's nothing because they did have dive teams, but I don't want to be the guy that just says, oh, it's nothing because it doesn't look like a car.
Hey Doug, Devin over here. We may have something. It's hard to tell.
Live scope doesn't work, so it's hard to verify, but we're definitely getting a solid cast shadow.
Where are you at?
Coordinates to, I sent the coordinates to Carson, but we're on the, shoot, is this the eastern part of the shore? I don't know. We're by the other boat ramp, not the one that you guys went towards, but the one at the top of the lake.
So we're gonna head over here to the other side of the reservoir where there are lots of drive lanes down to the water's edge where people have cookouts, get-togethers, parties, family gatherings. This is a prime location where Kiely's vehicle could have made it into the reservoir. Is that what you just saw?
Yeah. So it's just a big shadow there. You see that?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense though. It's only 10 feet of water. We definitely have something man-made. Big.
It's probably nothing, but it was a big shadow.
It's something.
Isn't that weird? I mean, it's just big.
It's definitely something directly under us right now. What is that, Carson? Is that a boat? Or is that an SUV? Whatever it is, it has build-up on it. Could be a car. More in the shape of a boat. And I'm seeing similarities that show build-up, which we shouldn't have build-up on this car. It's only been 2 weeks.
It looked like an upside-down sunken boat.
Possibly. Could be a boat. It's something, though. I believe it's a car. And I have to be quiet because I don't want to alarm the entire campground right now. This is an ongoing investigation.
Well, they are literally, what, 20 feet from the shore?
Man, we're getting some
and it's 14 feet down. Well,
which is indicative of a newer vehicle.
No, it'll be about like
there it is. See that?
From the water
That's
top to
the wheel?
where the car actually is. It'll be about what, 9
Is it
feet?
a wheel? Is it a boat? Looks like a wheel, man. Look at that. Look at
So
that.
we've
That's
got
a
down
wheel.
scan.
That's a
This
wheel.
is 11 feet.
We have a wheel. It's tall, whatever it is. Got it. Got it. We got a car. We got a car. So trying to pull myself directly over it. Look at that. It's not giving a good reading, but there's a wheel. You see it? to suit up. We need to figure out how to get our RV over here. You guys put us in this position. Everybody that supports us, y'all put us in this position. We wouldn't be able to afford to do this if it wasn't for you. Let's assess our situation. 18 different agencies, over 19,000 man hours have been put into this. Not a zero vehicle was found in this reservoir. That is giving me a really weird reading. It looks just like a car. It looks just like an SUV. And it looks like it's giving me some misreadings the way a newer car would. So amazing scan. Great job, man. Great job scanning that. We need to do this as quietly as possible.
You were able to get a magnet on it?
Oh yeah, and it's slipping. It's slipping on some of the vehicle the way a newer car would, and that's, you know, it's not getting a. It's smooth. I can tell that it's smooth. Is it a boat? It absolutely could be a boat, but I doubt it, man.
Most boats are.
Yeah. Right. No one at camp can know what we're doing. Everybody's phones need to be turned off. If you have a phone, you need to turn your phone off right now. The last thing that we want to do is cause alarm to the family and or the local law enforcement. If this is a car and it's not the car we're looking for, I want to be able to do that peacefully. I don't want to cause a turmoil. Absolutely. If anybody knows that we found a car right now, it's gonna be unnecessary. It's gonna be unnecessary trauma for the family. We need to go back to the ramp and cause as little. We found nothing. We're just moving locations. That's all.
Okay.
All right. If this is her, you know, this means all hope is lost as far as her still being out there.
Right.
And her showing up, her being found safe. This is devastating. This is as devastating as it gets. You know, it's different when we're finding somebody who's been missing for 20 and 30 years.
Right.
This child, you know, 16-year-old, same age as my daughter. She's only been missing for 2 weeks. Literally, the campground is right up over the hill. Okay. Right over the hill. This car is 3/10 of a mile from the campground she was at.
Look how close it is, man.
This is absolutely a crime scene. It's an active investigation. Our job is to be here to find the where, which we have done. Now we need to assess it appropriately. Full assessment, condition of the vehicle, windows up or down. Do not remove license plate like we normally do.
Copy that. I'm going to start my descent.
Literally like 10 feet underwater.
I see the vehicle and the license plate. We have just found Kiely's vehicle. Over.
How do you not see that? Like from the
10-4.
air even? Look how
Do a
clear
full
the water
assessment,
is.
methodically, slowly. Make sure you focus on footage of the vehicle so that we can accurately relay that to the authorities.
The vehicle is upside down. I repeat, it is upside down. I'm at the rear of the vehicle now, working my way around towards the driver's side. Over.
10-4. I read you loud and clear.
I'm approaching the driver's side window, trying to get a look inside.
Did you sound okay? Yeah.
I cannot positively identify anybody inside yet. I'm looking in the back now.
10-4.
That was the
Take your
MacBook
time.
that we just seen.
Be safe.
And they've blurred out all that image there. Fortunately. Blurred out all of that.
I see a pair of shoes in the back. I'm moving my way towards the back window.
10-4. I read you loud and clear.
Upload it again. Apparently there's a spot where you can see something.
I have just confirmed there are human remains in the vehicle. Over.
10-4.
The passenger window is broken out, it appears. Rear driver's side window is halfway down.
Copy that. Rear driver's side window is down.
Find the line and turn top side.
Yep. That's what we do it for, brother. Good job. Good job. It's positive, you know? All right.
She's in the back of the vehicle. She's not in the driver's seat. It looks suspicious to me.
Yeah.
Vehicle's upside down. Some of the one window is halfway down. One window is all the way down. Call the authorities.
We help families all across the nation, and when we find out, they are notified first. So we're going to notify them first. My very next call will be to local authorities.
Right there with the red thing?
Yes, sir.
How in the could they have missed it? That's impossible.
And in our investigation coming into this, this is just what we do. We find vehicles underwater. We specialize in it.
Thank you.
I don't know what you guys know, and you know we don't always know the why. We just try to find the where, and that's why I can't relate with whatever you're speaking on right now.
Is the car upside down?
The car is upside down, but that's common when a car goes into water because the wheels make it buoyant.
And the windows are closed, probably.
All of the windows except for one. Yes.
One's halfway down. Which one? One's all the way down.
So Nick is my diver.
Which window's up or down?
The, what was it?
Driver rear.
Driver rear was down and the passenger rear was halfway.
Is she seatbelted in?
No.
Is she in the driver's seat?
No.
She's not.
No.
She's
in the back?
She's in the back.
Yes.
I would recommend. It's your daughter. This your daughter. Dude. Do what you want to do. I would recommend this is not a part of that.
I can't see this.
Yeah.
It's going to be my last memory.
I'm Doug.
Okay.
Who are you with? Who are you with?
Detective with Nevada County SL.
Okay.
I want to be able to confirm everything that...
Yeah, behind me, the buoy under, you see the buoy behind me?
Okay.
14 feet under the buoy is her vehicle. My diver was able to identify there are remains in the back.
Every time I see that last bit where the grandfather
specialty search
SF
and rescue
investigates and the
team
dad,
Adventures with
always
Purpose
weird.
say that they have located the body and vehicle of the missing teen. They say they found Rodni inside her car, which is in just 14 feet of water. The team says they've notified family and law enforcement. Placer County Sheriff's Office will now be taking over the investigation.
She was last seen around midnight at a high school graduation party with more than 100 people. Kiely had texted her mother that night, telling her she would be leaving the party in about 45 minutes, and her mom texted her to be safe and told her she loved her. She said her daughter texted, "Okay, Mom, I love you too." Kiely's silver Honda SUV had never been found until reportedly today.
We believe out of the 200 to 300 juveniles and young adults who were at that party, somebody must know something.
This just into our newsroom. The Nevada County Sheriff Coroner has confirmed the body found in the car that was pulled from Prosser Lake over the weekend is that of missing Truckee teen Kiely Rodni.
She just graduated high school at 16 with high honors. She's so intelligent and beautiful and just such a kind and wonderful person.
That's incredibly weird. Look at that fucking tooth. Is that edited? What sort of fucking tooth is that? It's like she's got three front teeth. It don't look right. Does it? It's fake. It's fake teeth. Fake teeth, Rodni. And then the teeth are normal there. Like, what the fuck? Kind of. Actually, she does have some fucked up teeth, but it's normal there.
We just want her home. We're so scared and we miss her so much and we love her so much. And Kiely, we love you. And if you see this, please just come home. I want nothing more than to hug you.
I feel bad, actually. I don't know why I just did that. I don't know. I don't know where to go from here. Oh. Ugh, I'm gonna kill it there. I don't know if I'll be back on, but we'll see.